So condition is really imperative when it comes to the value of a record and just enjoying it in your collection. So you can listen to it without any big pops and maybe skips or just groove damage. Sometimes a record looks really clean, but it has groove damage and it's hard to detect it. But so it's really important to just, most people they say, well, look under a bright light, and really examine it, which is fine. You can do that if you have to, but the best thing to do, which I did, not at first, but I finally learned, is I had a portable record player with me during all my buys. So when I got my stack of records that I was interested in, I could play test and make sure. Because sadly, earlier on in my collection, I bought a record for a lot of money, and it looked clean, so nice, blue note, everything, just so, oh wow, it's the right pressing, everything, you know. And I swear to God, the first track on Blue Train, half of it was like, and you could hear the music faintly in the background. So what I'm saying is a really good method for you guys is to get these portable. Mine, it's the best one you can have is with the batteries. So you can recharge the batteries, and it's nice because you don't have to plug it in somewhere. You might be on a buy out and you're out in their storage locker or the barn or the outbuilding, and there's no electricity there, so there's nowhere to plug in. So you'll have to play test them later. So if you have a portable one with the battery power, that's your very best option. And if not, just bring a record player you can plug in, and if you're in their home and you're looking through the boxes, you can play test the more important ones. Some of the ones, and get the kind that you can hook up your headphones, so you don't have to disturb the whole household with your music. You can kind of do it incognito, kind of secretively. You're listening to it, and just just like hit the first track, second track, and at the end see how it ends. And that's all you have to really do is just play test it. And then it's nice because when you're playing it, you can also see if it has warps. You can see if it's like rising and dropping and all of that. And so it's really important is to have your own portable record player, because that's where your integrity starts is with your ability to play test them and to grade them correctly. And to truly properly grade a record, you need to listen to it and play test it. And if you're going to sell it or you're going to trade it or go to a trade show, you have the knowledge behind that particular record. You'll say, oh yeah, I listened to it, and then you can honestly tell them, oh yeah, there's a little bit of noise on track 3, and then you can write it up. What I do is I put up little notes on a sticker on the plastic, and then it tells the whole story about the record. And so when you have people buying and selling and trading, you really need to have trust. And when they see you've play tested the records and you know them more intimately, they trust you more. So they'll pay a little bit more, and then you'll be marking records down because they'll be like, wow, I got a great record, and he was so honest about it, and he let me know the flaws, and so they learn to trust you, and so you can really, that's a good way to make friends and good partners in business, and people trust you. They'll invite you to, they'll go, oh, hey, I had this big buy, and it still had a few things in there. Maybe, they'll give you a phone number of a place that has, a person has records, and they'll go, hey, they had stuff that you liked in there, but I wasn't really interested, I didn't have any time. Once you develop this real rapport and that people can trust you, that's when a lot of new connections and a lot of new opportunities will come to you. So it's really having high integrity is really the basic foundation where you want to build your record collection and interacting with others. a lot of people, they're so sneaky, they fix the record album, they tape the seams, they totally sneaky. You don't know that it's a split seams because they're using super glue in it if you don't take it out of the plastic. A lot of the the guys that are selling them at the shows and stuff are sneaky. They do all kinds of different tricks to doctor the records up. But if they know you're not like that and you can trust them, and they can trust you, and you can trust them as well, which is important as well, then you build this wonderful relationship where you can build your record collecting hobby into a much better realm for yourself. And it all starts with play testing the records. And that starts from when you buy them. Have the record player with you. It'll help enhance your buying experiences. You won't pay so much. Some of these people go, oh, I looked it up online and no. And then you go like, well, listen to it. That's not a mint minus copy. They'll go, oh wow, I didn't know that, because it might be their brothers or their sisters or their father's record collection. They didn't listen to it. They just looked, and so it can help you to get a better price, a fairer price. And then if it's super clean and plays perfect, then you're going to pay the maximum price, the best price. So, and it's always good to pay more than your competition. That's going to help you too. And it feels good. I always felt good when I owned my record shop that I paid more than the other guy across town, because I did. That guy did not pay much at all. It was really shocking. But yeah, so that's how you start. Start with when you're doing your record digging, have a nice little portable record player with you, and it'll help you so much in getting the right condition down, and so you'll know what to pay. And yeah, and then you'll have that habit of always listening to them so you can help others when you sell or trade them. So hope that blesses you today. Good luck in your hunting. I'll see you on the next episode. So subscribe if you feel there's some value here.